What a day, hmm? You look lonely. I can fix that. You look like a good show.
Today, I'm going to be day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, which I am quite excited to do.
Copy the copy of the copy.
I love you.
I think with everything that I've talked about so far, topic about loneliness would have to be the most relatable. It's something that I've dealt with and experienced with my whole life. I know it can be a pretty relatable subject for lots of different people. As a human, it's kind of part of it's like a biological need to have a mate or like another person in their life to share it with. Not even to have start a family, but just to not be alone, because we're social creatures, so we desire to interact with one another. As we grow older and we grow up, I think that desire kind of starts to grow more, and we start growing feelings towards certain people that we see or we're just naturally attracted to. Basically, it's a very natural desire that we all have, something that we all want. The longer you stay single, then the longer you go without finding a significant other, the more it starts to impact you, and you start to feel that, of course, you want to be with somebody. And I think the worst part when it comes to this, when you're born, you don't get to decide your genetics and what you're gonna look like, or how your personality is gonna come off. You don't decide what kind of traits you'll get or how tall you're gonna be. You're gonna have the attractive things that girls are looking for. In our own minds, we know what we think is what we find attractive and what we find unattractive. You don't see yourself as someone who you would view as attractive, and you interact with people or you're around people, you start to notice differences between how you're treated versus other people. And you kind of start to get a hint of what people start to think about you. Of course, self-improvement and eating healthy and having good hygiene, getting a nice haircut and wearing nice clothes and all that. But there's really nothing you can buy to improve your genetics. It's just what you're born with. And a lot of people like to say, well, it's more about your personality than your looks. But if someone isn't naturally attracted to you and they don't have the desire to be with you, I don't see how they're gonna get to the point of getting to know your personality. People, within a few seconds when someone sees you, they know whether or not they find you attractive. It's a decision that's made subconsciously the moment someone sees you. And I know from personal experience, that whole idea, being confident and having a good personality, if you don't find yourself to be attractive and you know that that's what people are looking for. How are you supposed to get that confidence from? Because it's like a daily reminder when you know what you look like. You can just tell that you're not someone that the opposite gender finds attractive. It's going to start to weigh down on you. And then the longer you go without being in a relationship or having success with meeting someone and developing some kind of real relationship, the more it'll start to affect you and impact you. It's kind of the sad thing because it's like I said, you can't choose your genetics and you can't decide. It's not like a video game where you get to choose your stats and you get to change your appearance to how you want to look, and you might be born really short, or you might have just features or qualities that are just naturally most people wouldn't find attractive, right? I feel like for a lot of guys, when you truly realize what your value is, and that in a relationship type of regard, and you see how people react to you just by seeing you, that's where the copes come in, and the distractions. But then again, it's like subconsciously you're gonna naturally be thinking of it because it's just a biological desire that we have, because just like with animals, their main goal is to find a mate. Seem to agree that's kind of how we are biologically speaking, and it's a natural desire. We can't change who we're attracted to. We just that's another thing we can't change. And around the other way, it's harder to, if you're attracted to somebody who isn't attracted to you, there's no going forward with that. You keep searching and you keep going out of your way, put yourself out there, and dating apps, going places where you know there's people. Kind of a joke, but it's also a real common thing with a lot of guys where it's like it's kind of scary to talk to girls or whatever if you don't find yourself attractive, and people tell you to just be confident. Like, you don't have the confident social ability to really put yourself out there, and then if somebody is attracted to you, even if you are shy or awkward or you're introverted, but they like you physically, they're gonna be willing to talk with you and get to know your personality, and then it can go from there. You're stuck at step one. It's like it never began. I really feel like I bring anything, other than that. Maybe you just feel like you're a genuinely good person, and you just have that desire, of course, to want to be with somebody, right? And you get reminded of it everywhere you go. You see like couples and families, and sometimes you'll even see like a guy who you think is less attractive than you, and they'll be with a really attractive girl. Just like, there's always a reminder every day. Even when you go online or on social media, it's like, oh, there's an ad with a family together. It's some couple, and you can't go anywhere without getting reminded. And then you see that, and it's so over. Like, it's you thinking about the future, like damn, am I really gonna have to just keep experiencing this? Every year there's a new Valentine's Day, and then you get reminded, as you get older, your options get less and less because your value starts to deteriorate. Let's say you're already unattractive, you get mocked, like social issues. Maybe you don't have social issues, you just have the first issue of you don't really see yourself that attractive. And then you're getting older. Your chances and your opportunities, you get to see it, get less and less out each day or each month or year. The less success you have, the less you're gonna think about, the harder it's gonna be to be optimistic about the future and wanting a relationship. Because you don't even have the experience to know what it's like. If you do end up meeting someone that finds you attractive enough or wants to get to know you, I like to look at it realistically. When you're in that kind of situation anymore. Like, I see random girls that I think look attractive. Before I even get the chance to introduce myself, I just feel like it's so